Hi folks, County Line Gardener with you. Hey, today is June the 1st, so we're going to do the June update on the garden. Things are looking real well. I'll just take you around all the raised beds first. They're right here at the house. They're looking good. I don't think all these were planted the last time I made a video. I think some of these were. But man, they're looking good, considering. What I mean by considering is, folks, we're in southern Indiana here, and we're not having any rain at all. Look at the size of these babies here, these 6 plants here. What I've got here is I've got two 8-foot boxes here put together. And I split them up. There's 6 plants in this one and 6 in that one, and they're different. These here are called German giant strawberries. The fruit, the tomato, is shaped like a strawberry, and they're big monsters. We'll see, but they're sure growing good. We'll go on over. Here's the strawberries. They're looking good. Hey, looky there. It's not quite ripe yet. We've been picking strawberries and having strawberry delight and strawberry shortcakes and you name it. Here's another one about ready to pick. Yeah. But anyway, these are the older strawberry plants here. These are a few years older than those others. I'd say they may be on their last leg. Here's the onions. These are big candy onions, and they're starting to come out of the ground the way they're supposed to. You can see, if you look real hard, you can see the bulbs starting to come up. Now here, these plants here, and you know, I think these are Better Boy. These are the plants that I had given up on. I planted these from seeds. These are my seedlings. These are about the only seedlings I had any luck with, but look at them. They're looking great. They're a little bit smaller than some of the others, but not much. Not much. There's a pepper down there I had extra. I got 3 boxes here that are nothing but Amish paste. Amish paste is the plant that we particularly like. There's a couple here that died, but that ain't bad. Out of all the tomatoes I've had and I've planted this year, let's see, I'm going to conservatively guess I've planted 190 tomato plants. 190. I know I got 90 here. I think I got 80 up there, or 90, but anyway, here's the greenhouse. Now we're keeping these watered. These are keeping watered with the hose in there. And if you'll remember, I got a water tank, 35-gallon water tank up there on that top shelf. I'll load in this golf car and haul up here to the garden every other night, man. I'll tell you, it's not rained here in 12, 14 days. It's getting dry. Yeah, here's the last box I'll show you. This is, these are Omar Lebanese, one of my favorite tomatoes. I know it's not a local tomato, but darn, they're nice, big red ones. And that right there, I think that is I think it's a cucumber, but I'm not sure. These are better bush plants here, and they're awful small. I guess that's the way they're supposed to be. But I want to show you something down here that I've worked on for the last week. Me and my wife have come down here, and I want you to look at my blackberry plants. I finally got them trimmed down. If you'll recall in the other video or two, you couldn't drive through these lanes right here. I mean, you was like in a tunnel. They were so tall. I cut these down. I bought me a DeWalt cordless hedge trimmer. And I put a 5-amp battery on that baby and come down here. You're supposed to cut the dead canes out every year. Each year they grow new canes, you're supposed to cut the old ones out. And you can see, I've cut them all back. They're down there now. They're looking real good. So let's go on up here. I may have cut some of my berries out this year by doing that, but that's okay. It had to be done. Most blackberry farmers, I've been told, after 7 years, and this is my 6th year, and after 7 years, you're supposed to mow them down. We may have to deal with a barking dog up here, but here's my extra tomato plants I had left over. So I stuck them down here. I had this much room, if you'll recall in the last video, so I stuck them down here. They're all different kinds. And over there next to it is my Indian corn. There's 3 rows of it. And this is the first time in my life that my Indian corn has outgrown my sweet corn. But it surely is. It's sure doing it. I keep it, like I said, I'm keeping it watered. And we're going up here. These flags right here, I'm about to give up on this, but I'm trying to grow sunflowers right here. And they're not coming up. Not going to come up. I've got to get up here maybe this afternoon and do some shallow tilling. I've got some weeds trying to grow, even though it's not rained. I still got a few weeds down through there. Look how green it is down through there. I think the corn might be tall enough now. If I go shallow enough, it won't hurt it. Yeah, I don't need to go probably over 3 inches deep. And here's the sweet corn. Got 4 rows of sweet corn. There's our access road. Now here, you'll notice there's nothing here. There's a reason for that. I think I told you in the last video, but if you'll notice, there's 4 flags right there. Each one of them represents a row of jade green beans, our favorite. Here's 4 rows that we planted a month ago, May the 10th. And those 4 rows there will get planted June the 10th. About another week. We don't want them all coming on at once. Because it's man, I'll tell you, you get 800 feet of green beans all at once, you just can't get them picked fast enough. Here's our tomato patch. Let's see, I think I counted 7 rows. Yeah. 7 rows of 13. You figure that out. That's 78 plants, I think. Now, I had a couple I lost. I lost a couple. But I replaced them. I had some to replace them with. They're not growing. They're not doing bad. Considering there's been no rain. I'm coming up here, like I said, every other day with that water tank. I'm putting about 35 gallons on these at least 80 plants here, or 78 plants. Plus, I got enough left over to do some of the green beans and the corn, and go back to the house and get another load and do some more. Go around here and look at the blackberry patch. If you'll recall, this is the blackberry patch. I propagated this whole patch right here. There's 5 rows. There's 5 rows up here, 100 feet each. Oh, look at all them white blooms. Those are all blackberries, folks. Looking good. By propagating, what I mean is, didn't cost me a dime. I took each one of these. You'll watch my video, I think 144, 145, how I propagate blackberry plants. I just dig them up and relocate them. And that's what I've done here. And none of these plants cost me a dime. I was gonna order some new blackberry plants the other day, and I priced them, and I can't afford them. I can't afford blackberry plants no more. My goodness, they've went up. They've almost doubled. They've over doubled in price. I don't know. Let's go down through here. It's getting warm here. It was 68 here in southern Indiana when I got up this morning. And it's 80 now, and it's supposed to get almost 90. If you notice, I always leave a access road in between between the rows. We'll go down through this one. This one separates the beans from the corn. There's the sweet corn. It's doing okay. It's doing okay. I'm going to have to get up there and do a little shallow tilling here. I may do that after a while. May do it, I don't know, later this evening. Neighbors don't like me doing it in the morning around here. Hell, half of them sleep till noon, so I don't want to bother them, you know what I mean. Okay, you know, I guess this is about it. All in all, everything's going very well. You'll recall this all used to be garden right here. I'll show you how far up it went. And if you watch some of the older videos, you'll know that. You'll see it. Up to, well, let's see. It's right here where the grass is. Right here. This is it. Used to be a fence row right here that I fenced my garden in to keep the deer out. And I took it down. That's one of the best moves I ever made. But I got to the point where I didn't need that much space right there anymore. I just don't need it. I got plenty of garden back there. Okay. This is about the first time I've seen the blackberry patch from up here. Man, it sure looks good. I tried to cut each one of them, trimmed it down to the height of the T-post that's in the ground. So, like I said, not a whole lot. There's not going to be any ripening plants this time, but maybe next month we'll have some blackberries. Here's a flag in the ground. You see, that's a plant. That's what I'm talking about. I'll dig that up. There's another one. There's another one. If they get outside the row, then I dig them up and move them. It's a job, but it's free. It makes them free. I priced them the other day, blackberries. Oh my! I gave when I bought mine, I gave I'll call it $90 for 25 plants. Little, you know, root balls, little bitty plants, and well, they took off like a weed, you know. They grow fast. For 25, I give $90 some dollars, or $90. Let's call it $90. Well, that same 25 plants now is 185. So you do the math, it's more than doubled, and I'm not paying it. So I'm happy with what I got. Folks, this is going to do it. We're back to the raised beds now. I can't get over these German giant strawberries is what they call big red tomato. We'll see how they go. So we're going to get off of here now, and I'll talk to you maybe in mid-June when I have something to show you, okay? This is the K-Line Gardener saying bye-bye.